6 Rules of the World's Strictest Religion. Hasidic Jews make up only 5% of all Jews worldwide. There are just 130,000 individuals in all. However, Hasidic Jews are quite well known. Their faith is a mystery to outsiders. Let's take a peek inside. 6. Hasidic Jews are protected by a literal wire. The Talmud devotes 100 pages to eruv and eruvin, plural of eruv. These wires serve as a border sign. The world is on one side of the wire. Inside the wire is the community. An eruv surrounds Manhattan and protects it completely. It must tower over all other cables. It loses its effectiveness with the smallest break. Every Friday, a member of the Hasidic community checks the wire. He fixes any damages. But why Friday? Because 5. Saturday is so sacred you can't do anything. All Jews consider Saturday, or Shabbat, sacred. But the Hasidim take it to next level. They consider any activity on a Saturday to be sinful. That might involve, for instance, moving things around. When you leave the house, do you bring a set of keys with you? That's a sin. So how are they going to make it in Manhattan? The eruv is used in this situation. The wire protects the community, transforming them into a single space. On Saturdays, they are allowed to move things about the area. 4. Sex comes with a manual. Arranged marriages are frowned upon in Hasidic Judaism. However, the community must ensure its integrity. So, parents seek the advice of a shotgun, or Hasidic matchmaker. He pairs up couples with the help of spiritual counseling. They go on a few dates to decide whether they like each other. If so, they formally enter into a contract, ketubah. It enumerates the duties a husband owes to his wife. The marriage has to be consummated, of course. The newlyweds, however, are meant to be virgins. They may feel uncomfortable if there is no sex education. So special manuals are prepared for them in advance. 3. Hasidic sexual practices are unorthodox. 2 things are considered spiritually draining. It's menstruation for women and ejaculating for guys. A person who is spiritually depleted has to take a particular bath. It is usually filled with water from a natural spring and is known as the mikveh. While the bath is cleansing, it is not restoring. Therefore, no sex is permitted for 12 days following the wife's menstruation or the husband's climax. But Hasidism is different from the majority of Orthodox faiths in the following ways. It promotes intercourse for purposes other than reproduction. Families of Hasidic people frequently have 6 to 10 children. But married couples are free to make love for pleasure, too. 2. The fundamental principle is change nothing. The Hasidim aim to maintain traditional practices, much like the Amish. They disagree with most Jews because of this. Instead of speaking Hebrew, the Hasidim speak Yiddish. Any food or clothing that wasn't around 250 years ago is rejected by them. But the most bizarre rule may be geographic. 1. Hasidic community affiliations are based on hometowns. The majority of Hasidim reside in Israel and the US. Nearly none are still present in Eastern Europe. However, each specific community has a corresponding ancestor town. These are not historic Judean places, they are all Eastern European cities. Satmar is one of the biggest Hasidic dynasties. It is a match for the Romanian city of Sadu Mare. Hungary's Samar Medi used to be Sadu Mare. The Satmar dynasty is aware of that town. None of them reside there, but they all continue to make pilgrimages there. All of the real Satmar homes are in Brooklyn.